Hello guys, it's Snowflake here, and welcome to episode 3 of PES 2020 Become a Legend. Yeah, it feels like it's been ages since the last one. Like, for my very first day of streaming, it was the time I played the first 2 episodes, and it's been a very long time since then, but I remember it quite well. So last time we played our double header in the cup against Konyaspor. Got absolutely battered in both games. The one before that, we played in the league against Başakşehir and Yeni Malatyaspor and narrowly lost those games. So far, 4 games and 4 defeats. But today we play against Trabzonspor, another tough match at home, and then Denizlispor away. Well, every match is going to be tough, but especially this one. And for the first time in the series, I am being benched, so we're gonna have to watch from the sidelines. I guess I haven't been playing well enough to warrant a starting spot, although I don't think anyone has, to be honest. I guess we'll take a quick look at our team. So we've got Korjan in goal, Kitsu, Moke Abro, Kulisic and Thiago Pinto at the back. Sedat and Fatih holding, Kanteros on the right, Aydin Karabulut takes my place on the left, Scarione attacking mid, and Orgil up front. And Trabzonspor have got not my first choice goalkeeper. I'm not sure who his first name is, but that's Kardeşler in goal, with Joao Pereira, Ivanildo, not sure who that is, Camp someone, and Novak at the back, Abdülkadir Parmak and Onazi in the middle, Yusuf Sarı and Abdülkadir Ömür on the wings, and Daniel Sturridge playing behind Alexander Solov up front. So yeah, I guess not good enough to start, which is disappointing. So I guess we'll get this game underway. Gonna watch the match until we hopefully come on. And I have to say, it's pretty awkward going back to this save because we're at Ankara. Being a Galatasaray fan,
well, good evening to you,
if
wherever
you're not
you
sure
are
what
in the world.
happens in
We are just
real
about
life,
ready for the action here. Kickoff is
Galatasaray were 2-0 up at home to
Ankara
Ankara in a recent match. Ankara were down to 10 men, but
What I have to
Ankara
tell you
scored
is that the weather
2 goals in the last
for the
couple of minutes to tie up the game,
yet to open,
which was very infuriating to say the least.
We
I'm a Galatasaray fan, and now I'm hoping the team does well in my absence.
So what a stage!
Yeah, let's go.
For the players
Ankara
to take to here ahead of such an important game.
Here is Sedat of a good tackle on Solov.
If you did just miss it, we are up and
Pinto
running
was
already.
long, so that's one thing that I do remember, is that this team has a tendency to play a
enjoyed
lot
a
of
fine
long
start to the
balls.
season. 6 points out of 6.
Yeah, it doesn't usually work in this game.
Onazi.
Here is Onazi for Trabzon. Flies it to Abdülkadir. Novak. Cross to
Joao
Pereira.
Pereira.
Now Yusuf, who I believe is a new signing for Trabzon. He goes back to Pereira. I guess I'll be on that side
Gets into some space.
if I come on. Yusuf with a
drop one in.
cross. Good header away by
Stitch defending, but
Mokeabo,
that'll
and we
do.
get it away.
Well, that's where he wants it.
Ivanildo heads it to Abdülkadir Parmak. Here's Pereira. He gets it back. Ivanildo to Onazi.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Solov with a turn.
He's
That's
made
a
sure
poor
that that won't
pass,
get
and
through.
it's cleared away by Aydin. Now Scarione to Fatih. Moke Abro goes
Played
long.
in with accuracy.
Header to Novak. No big chances as of yet. Gets it back from Abdülkadir Ömür. And it's Campi to Onazi. Outside of the boot pass to Abdülkadir Ömür. Novak.
Deftly done.
Back to Ömür on the left. Tries to cut inside, back out to Novak, who's got plenty of space to cross. Goes for a cross. And the header by Sorloff, I think, hits the side netting. And the first chance of the game goes to Trabzon, but fortunately it goes wide. It was a tight angle, but he got good contact on it. Unlucky not to take the lead. Koljan with the goal kick. So I've seen a lot of these players play in real life. Orgil up front was sent off against Galatasaray. He was the one who got red carded.
Onazi.
Trying to remember who scored.
Pereira.
One of them was a penalty. Kitsu scored the equaliser. Guy who's playing right back in this game. Who scored the penalty?
Pereira.
Can't remember.
That has been clubbed away.
It'll probably come to me. It will be Pereira now with a throw for Trabzon. Here's Yusuf. Finds Abdulkadir Ömür to Parmak.
Plays it out to
Pereira
the flank.
now on the right back. In the right back spot.
Oh, sweet feet.
Finds Ömür. Good touch. Chips the ball out wide, but he's overhit that for Pereira and will have the throw. Aydın to Fatih. Back to Aydın.
Hoists it forward.
Goes long, but it's not even near Orgil.
Ruffled a few feathers.
Ivanildo with another
Well dealt
comfortable
with.
header away. Here is Parmak.
Pereira.
Pereira to Yusuf. Brings it forward.
Some good work on the
No
right
competition
flank. Now
really
what's
from
next?
Pinto, supposed to stop that, but
And it's hoisted
we get
clear.
it away. Fatih to Mokeabro.
And it's
Goes
played
long.
forward.
Orgil wins the flick, but Onazi cuts it out.
Are playing very deep here.
Novak
They
to
seem happy
Sturridge.
to let their
Abdulkadir
opponents have the
Parmak.
ball. They're not bothered.
Yusuf
Nice to
switches
switch
it.
the play.
Ömür first time pass to Onazi.
Gets
Pressure,
wrestled off the
but
ball.
can't quite win the ball back.
I wonder what you've seen,
hold on
Jim,
to
over
it.
the early moments of the
Pereira
game.
with the
Well,
split.
neither side has really grabbed
Header
the initiative.
by
I would say
Canteros.
both must have come in with a view of
Get it
not
away.
making any early mistakes.
Orgil
So
wins the
we're
header.
seeing some conservatism here.
Here's Mokeabro now with a long ball. Ivanildo
Pereira.
wins the header away. But
Trabzonspor seem happy to let their strikers roam out
here's
wide.
Yusuf.
I wouldn't want that. No? Well, my worry is that their main threat
Pereira
is
to
being shifted out of
Novak on the
contention.
other side. Trabzon definitely enjoying switching the ball a lot in the early stages of this game. It is Kempi. Looking
Battles to
for
win it back.
Yusuf. Header away.
Has
Pinto
he
now
found
goes
his
long.
man? Oh, well intercepted. Really
Ivanildo
alert
heads
to
it
the
down
danger.
to Pereira. Onazi back to Kempi. And now Novak. Ömür back to Novak.
Forward it goes.
Interception there, Mokeabro. We can maybe break. We have it on the floor for a change, but Orgil can't keep it under control. Here is Kempi now for Trabzon. Cross to Pereira. It's now being tightly marked by us. It's a bit weird to do that to a
able
right
to
back.
force a
but
breakthrough
sure.
here.
Yusuf, almost an interception there by Aydın. Trabzon though once
Onazi.
again hold on to the ball. Onazi, good tackle
Well
by
to step in
Sedat.
there. That was more than necessary. Goes direct
With
to
another
the
long
front
ball,
line.
and that's going to give the ball. Nope, Aydın's
Sit
got
back.
the loose ball. Scarione gets it. No, Orgil passes it back. Sedat picks up the loose ball. Mokeabro
Tries to get it
goes for the
forward
inevitable
quickly.
long ball.
Oh, good interception.
Ivanildo cuts it out. So we only scored 2 goals in the 4 games we've played so far. Both of them in the same game
Pereira.
against Malatyaspor. So we're definitely not a very good attacking team.
Onazi.
And yeah,
Hoists
that's
it
partly my
forward.
fault. But to be fair, I'm a pretty low rated player at the moment.
Lovely bit of
Playing
skill.
on a tough difficulty.
Can he
now. Leave me
deliver?
alone. And Yusuf finds Ömür. Here's Novak. Gets it back from Ömür. So good turn. Gets away from his marker.
There's the delivery.
Ömür's cross. Uncomfortable
He proceeded
vote
all the
for
way.
Projan. He rolls it to
And it's played
Mokiabro,
forward.
goes long. Wargill's header goes all the way back to Mokiabro, who's just going to pump another long ball up there. Header away by Campi to Onazi.
And it's Sturridge.
Sturridge now has been quiet. Finds
Out to the
Sorloth,
left it goes.
ex-Crystal Palace player himself. Or odd loan from Palace rather.
Could be thinking
Here he
about a
is
shot
again.
here.
Looks for Sturridge,
Cut out
but
in
well
the
cut
nick
out.
of time.
I think that was Kulisic with the.
And it's
I think
played
this is
forward.
Pulisic's first game of the season. Mokiabro, Yalchin, and Pazdan have had the majority of time so far.
Onazi.
Here is Campi, long ball himself. That's really poor.
It's being played
Pinto's just
forward.
going to hook it
Well
back up
positioned
there.
to make that interception.
Not exactly great football by us, but here come Trabzon now. And Amur loses out. Good tackle.
Paid to a promising move.
Kitsu now goes long. Header away as far as Scarione. He's
That's a
brought
foul. Free
down.
kick's been given.
And we have a free kick.
Just a talking to, I think.
Abdul
Yes, it
Kadir
is.
Amur with a foul, I believe. Can't remember which one that is. And Scarione now with a chance of a free kick. Will this be our first shot? He chips it. And Kitsu now has it in a decent position. But Daniel Sturridge surprisingly back there defending.
It's one way of trying to make things
he
happen.
wins it back.
There's a few who could follow that example.
Campi switches to Pereira. Here is Abdul Kadir.
Plays it over to the other flank.
Chip ball. Canteros cuts it out.
Tries to get it forward
Sedat
quickly.
goes long. And Pereira intercepts. But we have it back with Sedat.
Forward it goes.
Goes long, looking for Orgil. Wins the header, but Canteros can't get there ahead of Amur, who has it now. Finds Sorloth.
Now it's
Sturridge
Sturridge.
trying to turn. Finds Yusuf. Tackle Pinto. Scarione to Aydin. Aydin just able to carry it forward.
He's
Finds
there to
Orgil on the
receive
box.
it.
This could be a chance.
Oh, the ball's come
But
loose.
it's tackled and Trabzon get it
João
away.
Pereira gets
Playing a
it
bit better
without
though,
sophistication.
I have to say. Fati now to Pinto. Pinto
into
with a
the
deep
middle.
cross. The waiver at the last, but it's come out to Kitsu. Scarione
Gets it back.
cut out by Amur, but the ball
That's
just
gone a
about
long
cleared
way
by
up and
Novak.
away.
And we're putting some pressure on Trabzon at the moment. We actually did put quite a bit of pressure on Başakşehir when we played them as well. Maybe we play better against top teams. And Orgil with a header there, but nowhere near going in. He couldn't get enough power on it. Here is Campi. Abdul Kadir to Pereira. Down the line for Yusuf. Not too many options for Yusuf. He's managed to find Pereira again. Him and Yusuf working together pretty well so far, but I think Aydin has it. He
Intercepted,
does.
and that will come to
And he
nothing.
gets away. It will be a Trabzon throw. Pereira to Yusuf. And back again. Abdul Kadir. And Sturridge able to turn. Chance for Sturridge. Straight at the goalkeeper. A bit of a lucky escape
Didn't steer
there.
it away from the goalkeeper. He hit it right at him.
Gets into a dangerous position.
Pulisic's long ball is cut out. And we're back to this tactic
Onazi.
again. Once we get the ball up the pitch, we're all right. But if we have the ball deep, then
Looking
our
to hit
default
the
long
front
ball
line.
tactic really doesn't work.
Quick
Here
ball
is
forward.
Moki Abro with the ball.
Very
headed
well
away.
to intervene.
Ivanildo to Abdul Kadir. Here is Pereira. Yusuf now able to carry it forward.
João Pereira.
Trabzon playing down this right hand side a lot. Here's Parmak to Pereira. Yusuf looking for
A
a
really
cross.
good feat from him.
Joao Pereira again, this time with a cross. Sorloth's good in the air. And we almost lose it in the box, and Pulisic gets away with that a
Hoists
little
it
bit.
forward.
We get it away.
Really have been alive to interceptions and
Here is
picking off any
Pereira
loose
to
balls.
Yusuf.
That a foul?
That's a
Yes,
foul
the referee's
apparently
given
by
it.
Aydin. You don't really see
The
that.
referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yellow card for Aydin Karabulut. Very harsh. Barely think that's a foul, let alone a card. Might give me a chance to come on, considering he's playing in my position, but Onazi now will take a free kick. Header away though, I think by Pulisic. We survived over half an hour.
He goes long.
And Trabzon haven't made the
managed to get
goalkeeper
that
made a
all
particularly
wrong.
hard save, to be honest. There was a Solov header that hit the side netting and Sturridge's shot, which was straight at Kojan. We've been pretty good defensively.
And it's played forward.
Pinto pings it forward. Orgil heads it straight to a
Sturridge.
Trabzon player. Not very tidy play, but Orgil has the ball in a decent position. Good skill. Canteros to
Out
Scarione.
towards the flank.
Kitsu goes
it
for
into
the
the middle.
cross, header away, and Trabzon just about hang on to it. We've got it back though, and here's Scarione. But you can't keep it. I'm a bit disappointed with Scarione. Doesn't seem to do much
Onazi.
as an attacking midfielder. He can barely hold on to the ball at times. And Novak now to Solov. It's a good turn. This could be a chance. Got about 2 or 3 people on him, and finally someone gets the ball off him. I think that was Scarione. It's obviously
Forward
listening
it
to me.
goes.
Here is Ivanildo out wide for Novak. Here is Ömür.
If
So
anyone is going to
Novak
break the deadlock,
goes
now would
down,
be a good
but
time.
play on. Onazi carries it forward.
There's a long ball.
Goes for a ping for
Looking
Ömür,
for
but he
space
won't
out
keep that
wide.
in. And we'll get the ball back. So this Trabzon are kind of having an off day because some of their passes have been way off so far. Looking at Daniel Sturridge, he looks exhausted. And it's not even half time yet.
Tries to get it
So
forward
that
quickly.
long ball for Orgil. Very
Defending
rarely
of the
works.
desperate variety.
And Trabzon can
And that's
bring
the
it out
end of
with
that. It all
Novak.
started well enough.
Playing more on the left.
And here's
recently. It's a good
Sturridge.
ball for Sturridge.
Over to the
And
left.
Sturridge gives it away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he
That's a
needed
poor
to hold up
clearance by
play quite as
Kitsu.
much as he did then. A
And
couple
here
of
is
his
Sturridge.
teammates were very
Kicks the ball
annoyed.
out wide. And he can't keep it in
Sturridge
again.
puts it out wide.
Couple of errant passes there by Sturridge. And we'll have a goal kick. Korjan short to Pinto.
Looks to
but
bypass
doesn't
the
matter 'cause it's
midfield.
going long anyway. Header away. And here comes Trabzon with Yusuf. Ivanildo to Kempi. That's a poor pass, and Aydin will win that header. But loose ball, Fatty not alert to it, and Trabzon pick it up.
Good challenge. He
But
just
Aydin
stood
once
firm.
again on alert with the interception. Good stuff. Maybe I don't deserve to be playing after all. Aydin finds Orgil. Looks like a foul there.
Oh, he's going
and
to be
we
pulled
do
back
get
for
it.
that one.
And Orgil's gone for a quick one. Canteros just
And that's been
can't
lever
quite pick it
clear.
up. It's a decent idea, but that was a really good shooting position as well, so I think it would have done us a lot better if we would have had a shot. Especially because free kicks in PES tend to go in quite a
Onazi.
lot.
And it's Sturridge.
Here is Sturridge, by
Goes
the way,
for
to
goal!
Solov.
Oh,
Solov
just
fires
lacked a
well
decent
wide.
finish.
And yeah, rare opportunity in this game. Good 1-2, Solov and Sturridge. Moke Abro maybe doing just enough to put Solov off there. Sol off. Korjan now looking for Orgil. Well, we win the knockdown. It's Aydin. Here is Fatty. Aiden can't bring it under control. Trabzon win it back. There's a big lack of technical ability in this team. No one can really... There's no one on the ball who you feel comfortable with.
Lofted into the middle.
Cross headed down and Sturridge has it. Here is Ömür, might fancy a shot. Sedat forces him off the ball, and once again the ref blows his whistle and pulls out yet another yellow card for Sedat, Akçay, and again I'm not too sure about this one. I mean, does arm on the face count as a yellow card offence in this game? Games in the past just see that as a regular foul, but I don't know. This is a dangerous free kick though, and Sturridge is going to take.
Sturridge!
And he scores.
What a goal! What a goal! Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really
Since
see
when
that
did
coming,
Daniel
but I'm
Sturridge
very
take
glad
free
it
kicks,
did,
man?
and you can only eulogise about such excellence.
Oh, and they've got
The
his
finish was
celebration in the
imperious,
game as well.
player, immense.
Just to wind me up even further.
Dispatched expertly, nicely
That's a
done.
quality free kick, to be fair, by Sturridge. And that's a real sucker punch, because we haven't attacked too much, but we have played pretty well. But I didn't even know Sturridge was left-footed, to be honest. Did that guy in the wall jump? Didn't really look at that very closely. But yeah, Trabzon lead right on half-time. And that's literally the
final action of the first half.
not literally, but
So
it's
there you
pretty
have
much
it.
the last kick of the half. Last meaningful one
Still
anyway.
had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal.
1-0 down.
Decent
Going
game
to
up to
Trabzon. Maybe I can change
Well, they
things if I
definitely
come on
won't
in
be
the
happy
second
with that
half.
half.
We
They
haven't
seem
had
to
a
lack
shot,
bit
to
of
be
desire,
fair.
especially going forward. It wouldn't
So
surprise me to see
we're not
a
going to
change or
score
two.
goals if we don't take shots. Yeah, straight to the second half then. Ooh, I'm on. Nice.
We're underway again.
I am on for Aydin,
Well,
who
I'm
picked
sure
up
the
the yellow
managers
card
talk
earlier.
the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk
let's
the
hope
walk
that I
and
can
deliver
change the
a
game.
rousing response to a rousing team.
Here's Ömür down the line for Novak. And
Onazi.
now Onazi. Cross is blocked, but it's come to Ömür. Here is Parmak.
That's sprayed out wide.
Pereira going to put some pressure on him. Here is Parmak. Yusuf to Ömür.
Oh, that's neat.
Someone could win the ball back here. That would be awesome. Good jobs by Sedat.
It's
Here's
a very
Orgil now
good
on the
battle
turn.
there. Terrific to watch.
No hold up play at
Good
all.
challenge. Stood up well
Trabzon
against his
win it
man.
back.
And it's played forward.
Campi to Ömür. Novak to Onazi. Switch to Pereira. Try and win it back. Nope. Parmak to Novak. Good tackle again by Sedat. Orgil plays it
Played
back
out
to
to the right.
Sedat. Where's Kanteros? There he is. 1-2's well with Sedat. And some good link-up play
Tries
there.
to get it forward quickly.
Kanteros quite get to Sedat's pass.
Now some movement on
We've
the
got
bench,
another
and
change
we are
already.
going to see a
And
change.
Orgil's day is done, and Sadaev will play up front. It's a normal sub that we make. And here it
Pumps
is,
it into the
here is with
area.
a cross. Headed away.
Yeah, it looks like a change
Here
of
is
approach,
Parmak.
and it may just freshen things up.
Good tackle. Long
Drives it
ball.
towards the front.
Here is Campi. Gets it back from Novak. Here's Ömür now. Novak out to Ömür.
And here's Sturridge.
Sturridge to Novak.
Onazi.
Onazi to Parmak. Here's Yusuf. Herrera to Yusuf. I still haven't touched the ball yet. It's a good clearance for him.
Tries to get it clear.
Sadayev does well to bring that one under control.
Hoists it
Kitsu
forward.
goes long. Sadayev flicks it onto me.
Just brushed off the ball
Yusuf
there.
just nudges me off the
Sturridge.
ball, and that's
It's
going to lead to a
Sturridge!
chance for Sturridge.
He's pulled off a
And
fine
that almost
save.
led to a goal.
Oh, that's a sparkling save.
Me losing the ball
Absolutely
there.
sparkling. His
Poor.
reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that very nearly leads to a Sturridge goal, but a good save by Korjan. Now I'm starting to realise why I've been benched. Okay, I'm not very comfortable with defending corners. Sturridge will take. And I
Knocks it
do
away.
get the header away.
And here's Onazi.
And
Danger
set up
averted
and the
for
clearance.
It's a throw.
Okay. Herrera's throw to Yusuf. Oh, was I supposed to be marking him? My bad. Where you can close him down.
There are a few waiting for it.
And I've blocked the cross. And now we have it
Forward it goes.
with Pinto, but the long
Ball,
ball
but not especially
really going to
accurate.
help. Fine, I'll try and put some
Help's
pressure on him.
available out wide.
Here is Yusuf.
So who's he picking out?
Cross
Up
comes
to
in,
meet it.
flicked by Sorloff. Goes
Not the
wide.
best of headers.
It's a decent chance, but I think, once again, Pulisic has put him off there. Okay.
The message is clear. None shall pass.
Oh, look at that back heel by me. Brilliant skill. And we'll bring the ball
Tries to
forward.
get it
Long
forward
ball
quickly.
looking for Sadayev. Headed away.
And that has been cleared.
Kitsu picks it up. Here's Sedat.
Now by a goal, needing to go up
Ooh.
a gear. That's how it
Got to
looks here.
Sadayev. That could have come to me afterwards. Here I am now. Oh man, that's poor. Palmak takes it off me. Trabzon might be able to break.
Onazi.
Here is Ömür.
Whipped it.
The
Going
cross
for goal.
bicycle kick by
And the ball's
Sorloff
come out.
is saved by
he's there to
Korjan. And once
put it
again,
away.
me losing the ball leads to a Trabzon break and very nearly a goal. Here's Novak now.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ball driven towards the far post.
And I've headed it away as far as
And it's
Yusuf.
João Pereira.
Herrera switches it to Novak.
Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Squeezes it to Ömür. Novak. Nazi looking to turn, and fortunate bounce gets us the ball back. Here is Sadayev now. To, I think that's Canteros. Looks to Sadayev, but
Hoists
Ivanova
it
will get
forward.
there.
He's
The
managed to get
late
himself
flag goes up
offside.
anyway. Okay, Novak sends it long. We've won the header there.
That's been drilled
Kitsu with the
forward.
clearance.
Clubs on score really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack
Here
the
is
sharpness and
Ivanova.
urgency.
Trying to make his pass difficult. Yusuf to
And
Palmak.
here's Sturridge.
Palmak, Sorloff
He's
tries to
got
turn and
it.
shoot. But comfortable for Korjan. Leaves it short to Kitsu. He
Steered
goes
forward.
long.
Cuts it out.
Sadayev with a flick on. Thought I could maybe latch onto that.
And it's played
Not this
forward.
time. Good interception there by Pulisic. Convincing touch by Fatih, but
Tries to
okay,
locate
Abra
someone
with
up
the
front.
clearance. Sadayev's
Can't
header
get the better of his opposite
picked up
number.
by Sturridge, who's fouled. Ref plays advantage. We win it back, but Fatty loses it straight away
Who's
to
going to get that?
Sturridge.
He's tried one.
And a chip pass. Pulisic able
leave
to
it
keep
clear.
it in. We'll play it back to Pinto, who can
Tries
clear
to get it forward quickly. Well played, he saw that coming.
Trabzon are going to send it right back our way. Yusuf to Pereira.
And it's got through.
And that will be picked up by Pinto,
Get that clear.
who's just going to clear it.
Onazi.
Onazi to Pereira. Inside for Parmak. Pereira on the right.
Played into
Tried
the
to
middle.
block the cross, I can't, but
And that's out of
put it off
reach.
enough so that he can't keep the cross in. Sadaev can't win that flick.
João Pereira.
Pereira to Campi. Novak now, Emir to Onazi.
Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of
Long
getting
ball
back in
header away
contention
by
look slim.
Mocaber,
They're not
but
exerting enough
Can't
pressure.
pick up the loose
Simple as
ball, and
that.
here come Trabzon with Sturridge. His pass
And the
still
shot!
reached Sorloth,
And in it
and
goes.
Sorloth makes it 2-0.
Two up
And it's
now,
looking like
and they
another
are
L is
cruising.
heading our way.
Oh,
I'm not sure what happened
beautifully
here.
dispatched. There was no reaching
Sturridge's
that.
pass sort of
Well, I think two
goes
keepers
through
would have
one
had
of
a
our
hard time
players.
keeping that one out. Never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear
Kitsu
composure from
and
the placement.
Mocaber just couldn't deal with it between them. Sorloth uses his strength and puts it in at the near post. Trabzon looking comfy.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a
And
very
our
different
default
game now. The
long
command
ball
has been
tactic,
established.
straight from kickoff. Surprise, surprise, it does not.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Here is Sadaev now.
He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now.
Oh, I've got it.
The
I'm
ball
trying to
needed to be
find
better there. It's a
Sadaev, but
wasted chance.
intercepted. Here we come. And Sadaev loses it. Here is Novak.
Onazi.
Onazi to Emil. Onazi to Campi.
Hoists it forward.
Finds Sorloth.
Good
It's a
challenge.
good
He
tackle.
just stood firm.
Nope, it's a foul.
Oh, he's caught him there.
I'm
It's
going
a
to give
free
a card
kick.
for that one too, ref. Canteros try to win the ball back. Didn't see too much wrong with that. Neither did he. And Fatty wins the header from the Onazi free kick. It is Pinto.
Forward it
Yep.
goes. Oh,
Long.
good interception.
Novak will eventually get to that loose ball. Emir to Onazi.
And it's played
Long
forward.
ball looking for Sturridge, cut out by Kitsu. Here's Scarione to Sedat. Scarione looking for Sadaya, but it's cut out. Can I get that?
More
Yes,
than
I
happy
can.
to take the muscular approach.
Here's Scarione.
It's a loose
Pass
ball.
blocked, but Canteros will get to it. Here is
Put it on the
Kitsu.
right now. What's on?
Goes
Crosses
for
it
the
in.
cross. It's not a very good one, though.
And he heaves it
And
forward.
it's cleared away. Sorloth
be a
can't
throw.
keep it in there. We'll have a throw. Still haven't had a shot yet. Scarione, Sadaev to me. Oh, I've gone for the pass back and Sadaev can't
Sturridge.
get his shot off. Yusuf now, Pereira. And Trabzon will come away with the ball, unfortunately. Campivo has lost it. I hope we'll keep that in. Yep, Kitsu does well.
Hoists it forward.
And that's a
Cleared
weird header
away.
away, but he's going to go back to his goalkeeper. Could say that was planned.
Onazi.
It is Campi.
Forward it goes.
Long ball headed back to Onazi.
Well, that's
Another
where he
long ball
wants
by
it.
Campy, and he's giving it away. So maybe Trabzon starting to tire a bit. Here is Kanteros to Sedat. Gets it back from Scarione. Kits you down the line for Kanteros. Can he find a cross?
Aimed in
Can.
towards the centre.
Punched away by the keeper there. And Trabzon calmly pass it out of danger. Campy to
Into the last quarter of an hour.
to Anazi. Parmak to
João
Pereira.
Pereira tries to
Ivanildo
get it
goes
forward
long.
quickly.
Finds Omur on the other side. So why can't we play football
Hoists it
something
forward.
like this?
Cuts it out.
Just as I say that, they do another long ball. What kind of a pass was that? I think that was
Sturridge.
Kanteros.
Sturridge spreads it towards the left.
Here comes Novak.
Now the
It's in the
cross.
cross.
And
Into the
intervention was
header
very
away.
necessary.
And he's fouled me. He'll leave it off to Scarione there.
Out to the right.
Sadaev looking
Good
for
idea,
Kanteros.
just poorly
Can't get
executed.
enough on it. And Trabzon clear. Is that coming to me? Yes, it is.
Rude.
Ref, maybe? No, that was just bad by me. Hoping the ref will bail me out.
Onazi.
Here is Omur. Good tackle, Kanteros. Scarione gets it back from Sadaev. Moke
And it's
Abro
played
goes
forward.
long. Not the worst pass in the world. Ivanildo gets there.
Onazi.
Here is Omur. Back to Ivanildo.
Has he found his
Long
man?
ball. And now we have it with Fati. Goes long again. Sadaev wins the header. I give it back to Scarione. What a chance! And this shot is
Really
blocked for a
smart
corner.
interplay.
They
So
used
that's
the
our
one-two
first
great
shot of the
effect of
game.
working their
It's
way
come
through the
with
middle.
about 10 minutes
Little
left of
more
the
look
match.
there and they may have been
Score
celebrating.
for my pass, to be fair. Scarione maybe could have done a bit better, but hey, at least it's something. Another sub.
Trabzonspor can make their change
Kamil
now with a
Cherokee,
break
I
in
think
play.
it is, or
Yeah, he's
Kamil.
run himself into the ground.
Oh, and the header by Fati
No, he's got
goes
that
over the bar.
completely
That
wrong.
could have been lead for us. Towering header, but he couldn't quite get over it. That's better for us. And Kardesh there with the goal kick.
Forward it goes.
Good ball. That's
That
a
had to
poor
be
ball
more
by
accurate.
Mivo.
Tried to
Trabzon
play
win
it
it
through.
back.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked
Here is
authority,
Solov.
a cause of mild frustration.
Holding off everyone
Has a
and
hit!
goes for goal. And hits
Oh,
it
looked
just
like
right in the
3-0
end.
for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
I mean, so much pressure on him. I mean, if he scores that, it's an incredible goal.
Final checks on the touchline. A change.
Change,
about
the
to
last
occur.
change.
Yeah, it's
Orhan
pretty obvious as to who was
is
going to be
on for
taken off. His
Scarione.
energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last
is
until the
Pereira.
final whistle.
And Campy gives that straight to Kanteros, and here is Orhan with his first touches. Here's Sedat to Fati. Goes for the long ball.
And it's hoisted clear.
Almost makes it. Sturridge back to Ivanildo, and Trabzon deal with that fairly comfortably.
This game seems as if it's
Kamil
going to go
Ahmed
beyond the
gets
rescue
it back
point,
from Omur.
so they need a goal and
Good
fast
pressure
just to
though,
raise
and
spirits.
we make
At
Trabzon
least
give it
give their
away.
fans something to cheer.
Moke Abro to
Looked
Kanteros.
promising, but
Sedat.
eventually thwarted without doing any harm.
Pass. I'm not sure if that was meant for Sadaev or me, but either way, I'm just never really going to make it. Sorlov back to Omur. Kamil
That's not going to make
down
it.
the line, but Kanteros cuts it out.
Tries to get it
Clears.
forward quickly.
Here is Omur. Kamil, back to Ömür. Cross to
Just
Parmak.
5 minutes left.
Sturridge turns and shoots. I thought that was in for a split second.
Sturridge
Not quite.
quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Sturridge, good first touch. Didn't quite have that angle to make the shot. Kovjan with the goal kick.
Gets it back.
Sadaya's flick on, but Parmak wins it ahead of me. Don't think there was much chance of me winning that without fouling. Here is Campi to Ivanildo. Gets it back from Parmak.
João Pereira.
Pereira back to Ivanildo, who goes long. Pinto loses it. This at least forced him to play on the other side. So far it's just the centre backs passing it to each other.
Onazi.
And now it's Onazi. Campi goes for the long ball. Out of play though, and we'll take the throw. It'd be nice if we got one goal. I miss what it feels like for our team to score a goal. Here is Orhan
Floats
though.
one over.
Lobs
Well
the ball
played, he
forward. It's
saw
not a
that
very
coming.
good one though. Sadaya though
Loose.
got the loose ball. No foul called on Onazi there. Given some of the fouls he's called against us, I would have thought he'd give that, but no dice. Here is Ivanildo. Campi with a long ball, and that'll be our throw. When you travel, I'm sure you won't look at this game as a match where they feel like they played really well.
Played
It's a poor
for a
pass
throw.
by Kantaros. Okay. In the 90th minute,
And it's
2 minutes
played
added
forward.
on. We've got the ball though. It's
Confirmation that
Kantaros.
there will be 2 minutes stoppage
Those
time.
long,
Well positioned
best
to make that
appearances, and
interception.
Sadayev nearly nicked it off Ivanildo there. Trabzon hold on to it. Kamil to
Onazi.
Onazi.
Onazi
He
drives
goes
it
long.
forward.
Headed back to Kamil. Here is Ömür.
Driving on, a real charge
Can he
here.
get across him?
Plenty waiting in the middle. Turns and goes back.
Onazi. Kamil.
Looking for a decent ball in.
A good tackle by Sadayev. That will probably be it. And
Referee
indeed it
looks at
is.
his watch
So it's
and
another
blows his
defeat.
whistle.
It's
It has
3
ended
losses
in
out of 4 in the
disappointment.
league.
Defeat
5 losses
and back
overall
to the drawing board.
in the saves so
Any
far.
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Sturridge
Well,
with
they
a
were
brilliant
posed
free
with
kick
problems in wide areas, and they couldn't
Soloff
find a
was the other
solution
one
to those wide defensive
after a
positions.
defensive
A
mix-up.
very poor show.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin
And
and to
yeah,
wish you a very good
disappointing
evening.
defeat. So yeah, we only had 2 shots. Trabzon, to be fair, did have 12, so I guess we didn't really play that badly. My rating was a 5.5, so at least not the worst on my team. It's not, I mean, it's a forgivable defeat in the grand scheme of things, because Trabzon this year in real life are pretty good. And some other results. Başakşehir only drew at home to Malatyaspor. It's pretty interesting. Galatasaray were only drawing with Alanyaspor. So we're not bottom of the table though. So Konyaspor are the team that smacked us up in the cup last episode. Been doing even worse than us in the league. Even less goal difference. Still 70 rated. So I believe next up is another match in the same week against Denizlispor. Manager still not convinced by a player. Alright, Turkey national team. Yeah, I played 5 professional matches. I wasn't really expecting to be called up. It's cool, bro. It's cool. Okay, and it looks like I'm getting myself a starting spot. Awesome. So I start against Denizlispor, so let's go through our team. So Pazdan is starting instead of Kulisic, centre-back. Is that Kanteros? Yeah, Kanteros, who normally plays on the right, is playing as a holding midfielder as Sedat, who I thought was one of our better players last game, drops to the bench. And in his place on the right hand side is a guy called Aydeniz. See if we can find his first name. Maybe? Look, I'm on Ankara's Wikipedia page at the moment. Really? He's not there? Maybe he's like a reserve player, that's why? Oh, it's actually a Mertide in it, so it's a player with the same name as me. How about that, huh? Awesome. Love that. Right, so we've got Mertide on the right and Mert Russo on the left. Okay, fair enough. And Denizlispor have got Stakoviak in goal. They have got Thiago Lopez, Sapunaru, Mustafa Yumlu and Bergdish at the back. Can't quite see who's that is in the midfield. I think Aysati and Sake, I think, if I remember. Denizli squad. We've got ex-Swansea guy Barrow on the right, Olcay Shahan on the left. Someone Niaz attacking midfield and Rodallega up front. Need to find out who that is for my own sake. So it's Recep Niaz, okay. Fair enough. So let's get this show on the road. Hopefully Denizlispor and another newly promoted team will be the team we can break our losing streak against.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this.
Let's go.
They are fantastic seats in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation.
Aysati over to Lopez, who is going to be my opponent for this match.
To take two here.
Rodallega heads it down to Barrow and gets it back. Kanteros, I think, got a foot in there.
Results really have not been good for them at all just recently.
Orgil's header, and here is Fatih.
No, there's no hiding place,
my side,
Peter.
I've got
this is becoming a little too serious. With the usual sound bites being bandied about, they're beginning to run out of excuses for me. The atmosphere amongst the supporters has turned to one of strength, and I just hope the players can cure that before the pressure becomes unbearable, I suppose.
It's a bit over here.
As you can see, we've already started here.
We've got the ball. Thiago Lopez to Sake.
Combined record here. Played 6, won 9.
Bergdish to Recep, who scored when Denizlispor beat Galatasaray on the opening day of the season in real life. So I'm aware he's a pretty good player. And that long ball very nearly finds Barrow, who can't quite find a touch. Korjan short to Kitsu. A long ball now by Mokeabro.
Cuts it out.
Bergdish to Mustafa. Recep to Lopez. Try and close him. Here's Mustafa to Sake. Aysati to Recep. Mustafa. Aysati. Bergdish on the left, down the line for Olcay. Good tackle. We've still got the ball here with Olcay.
Quite a run he's making here.
Olcay's cross, and it was a poor cross. Thought it was a corner for a second, but didn't come off anybody there. Shot to Pinto. Or
tries to get it
is that
forward
Pinto?
quickly.
I don't know.
Knocks it away.
Here is Recep to Sapunaru. Aysati brings it forward. No contest by Fatih or Cantero, so anyone in midfield.
Attempts to play it through.
Recep finds Barrow with a pass. Barrow with a cross.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more missed than hit.
Rodallega was the only one in there.
And out it comes again.
Clearance. Orgil does really well to get that to Fatih. Here is Pinto.
That's been drilled forward.
It was long.
Well intercepted. Really alert to the danger.
Fatih on the loose ball though. Here's Kitsu.
Forward it goes.
He goes long. Header away by
Stitch
Sapunaru.
defending, but that'll do.
Here's Kitsu now.
That's the throw.
He can't bring it under control. That's pretty bad. And Dennis this will have a throw. Sake to Rodallega. Barrow back to Rodallega, who's able to turn. Finds Olcay on the left. This is dangerous. Kitsu does well to put a tackle in. Here comes Fatih now with a long ball.
Done very well to intervene.
Mustafa to Sake. Now Bergdish.
Shahan.
Olcay. Back to Bergdish. Recep. Sake out wide to Lopez. We're going to try and close him. Not quite. Barrow now on the right.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a poor cross, and Pazdan kind of does a good job. It's a bit of a muddled clearance.
And it's played forward. Well, that's where he wants it.
And then we try and chase down Lopez. I'd have managed to nick that ball, that would have been a good attack. But Dennis Diswell holds on to it. Bergdish to Olcay.
Especially adventurous early on.
Back to Bergdish.
In comes the
Bergdish
cross.
with a cross, but it's easy
and
for
the keeper's in
Olcay.
command.
Rolls it short. Mokeabro goes long.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Dennis the player wins the header. Lopez to Sake. Recep to Olcay. Aysati takes it forward over the halfway line. Finds Olcay. Now Recep. Sake. Recep flips it forward. It's comfortable for Pinto if he can keep that in, which he does.
Forward pass.
This long ball isn't the best. Here is Aysati. That's a good tackle by Fatih. And I'm going to bring this forward here.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Orgil, but I tried a through ball. My bad there, team. Sake to Lopez. Now Barrow.
Lovely bit of skill.
To Sake.
Well, the fact that we haven't
Rodallega. Recep. Olcay able to turn and shoot. Mokeabro with a block. And Dennis will have a corner. I think that's the first effort of the game. Not a particularly notable one, although Olcay had the ball in a pretty good position, you have to say. Very satisfying ball spin animation. Okay, Aysati will take the corner.
They've played it short.
It's gone short to Bergdish. And he's just taken the ball backwards and he's lost it in the end. Good tackle by Cantero's really poor corner by Dennis. And Orgil with some silky skills to hold on to the ball. We can do that at times.
Tries to get it forward
Pinto
quickly.
goes long, Orgil's header. Pinto
Hoists it
Goes
forward.
long
That
again.
intervention was very necessary.
When we've almost managed to nick the ball back. I smell a little bit of blood against this Denizli. I think we can get
Forward
a
it
result.
goes.
I don't look as technically gifted as all
He's
the
got
other teams
options
we've
out
played
wide.
against. Could be about to eat my
Looking
words
for a
though as
decent ball in.
Olcay brings it forward. His cross is blocked. Bergdish now charging forward.
He's got the ball glued to his feet.
He goes for a cross. That's not the best. However, Denizli still have it with Sake. Recep to Barrow. And Sake. Barrow, good tackle. And now here comes Orgil. Does well to hold on to it, finds me. I think he can have it back. And this could be a chance where he loses control of it. Scarione was on for the pass there, but he can't quite find him. Here is Recep to Bergdish. Now
towards
long
the
ball
front
by
line.
Kitsu. Orgil manages, no he doesn't hold on to it. Then is this will win it back.
Shahan.
Here's Recep to Sapunaru. Here's Sati goes long.
Hoists it forward.
Oriega with a flick.
And it's
Pinto
played
cuts
forward.
it out. It's a good pass for Orgil.
Rue.
And he's found me
Good
and I'll
running with the
bring
ball.
it
Can
forward.
they build on it?
And
Well, it did
It's
look
not
promising
where I
to
aimed
start
that
with,
pass.
but in the end they were thwarted before they could even
why
make it into the
he went
final
that
third.
way. Sure. It's another loss of possession by me. Recep to
Shahan.
Olcay. And now Bergdish. Olcay. Can he find the cross? It's inside for Bergdish. Sake. Rodallega tries to turn. He does. And forces a good save by
Great
Konkan.
save, real class.
Best chance of the game so far for Hugo
tremendous stop
Rodallega.
there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Gets a better off Pazdan. Maybe a bit fortunate with his first touch. Maybe it was intentional, I don't know. Okay, Aysati on the corner.
Up to me.
And the header. For some reason I was marking Rodallega. Tried to slide in to get the ball back there. Lopez, and we've won it back. And Rodallega beats me to
That's
the header and
alert
almost
and
gives
sharp
Denizli the
and
lead.
very well played.
There's no way I should be marking him right in the box. Here is Recep to Lopez. Barrow to Lopez. All the way back to Sapunaru. Here is Recep to Bergdish.
Shahan. And he's on a charge.
Okay, brings it forward. Goes for
Over
a
it
cross.
comes.
Punched away by the
Beaten
keeper.
it away.
And we can bring it forward now.
Forward it goes.
Kitsu with a clearance. Orgil's headed down. Everyone seems to ignore
That's
the
not gonna
ball,
make
and
it.
for some reason it's come to Denizli's well.
Tries
Two
to
of our
stuff
players
it
just
through.
completely ignored it, and I've done well to win the ball off Barrow. And then I'll play it forward for Pinto. Here is Canteros. Brings it forward.
That's sprayed out
Here is
wide.
Pinto. I'm going to cover
Really
him a
good
little
feet.
bit. Pinto again.
He's
Bring it
got
back
options
to me
in the
if he
box
wants.
if
He's
he
gone
gets
for
his
the
head up.
cross.
Timely
Header a
intervention.
waiver, and Denizli Sport can
Danger
clear it.
averted for now.
Pazdan heads it down to Canteros.
Played in with
Kitsu goes
accuracy.
long into the box. Header away,
That's
and
just very
Denizli
well played.
pick up the
He
loose
can't
ball.
hurt you with his back to goal, and he
Bergdish
didn't
to
go for the back
Olcay.
heel.
Rodallega
Brings
turns.
it forward.
Well, one back by Fatih. Here is Pazdan to Canteros. Pinto
Tries to get it
Goes
forward
long.
quickly.
battle of the Thiagos at fullback on the side. Lopez and Pinto. Barrow plays it back to Mustafa. Aysati Sapunaru goes
Has he
long.
found his man?
Well cut out. Pinto goes long. Orgil's header Can't quite get to it.
That's top defending and
pass
preventing
by
and turning,
Lopez
which
to Barrow, and
can
he's
open
able
up
to
many
keep it in.
possibilities.
Barrow to Lopez. And I've won the ball back from Barrow.
Hoists it forward.
And I've found Orgil. Good play there by me. Fatty goes
Forward
long.
it goes.
Just flick
Brushed
on.
off the ball there.
Not quite there. In the end, Barrow, Lopez to Sake. Barrow brings it forward. Here's Recep to Ojai. Isati, good interception by Orgil.
Really well to intervene
Now,
and dispel the growing danger.
Ourselves.
Being played forward.
Orgil's headed down for Canteros. He goes long.
Nice to get it forward quickly.
It's a poor pass, it's headed away. Here's Fatty. First time to Scarione. He's unable to hold on to the ball. He's won a free kick though. And this could be a good chance.
Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, I didn't see too much wrong with that, but then again, some of the fouls that were being called against us, against Trabzon, were similar to that, so...
We have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising
I'm going
one.
to step out of the way of
Certainly
this.
looks happy. Going for goal!
And the free kick was Scarione who took it. He's still got it though.
Played out to the right.
It's Kitsu. Scarione tries to back it to me. I'm going to go with poor pass on his end. I think that's my fault. Didn't hit that to me with very much conviction at all.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Dennisley have a pretty weak free kick called in their favour as well. Scarione, very minimal contact. I think on Recep. Saponaru on the free kick. Rodriguez's flick on, Pinto intercepts and Kitsu clears.
Forward, gets into a dangerous position.
Saponaru's headed down to Mustafa. Saponaru to Recep. And his pass bounces off his teammate. Raul fortunately finds another one. Here is Isati to Bergdish. Gets it back from Isati. Now it's Recep. Sake to Lopez. Down the line from Barrow.
That is terrific skill.
And that pass is done
bombing forward.
Back to Lopez.
Can he deliver?
And I've won the ball back from him.
Eased off the ball. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Well, I'm a believer in having faith in
I
your
found
ability,
Orgil.
but he's overdone it.
And here's Scarione. After all my hard work,
loses his
that
balance
poor
and
touch by
loses the ball.
Scarione kills the move. That is annoying.
Shahan. Great run this, he's
He
covered
comes
quite a
on
distance.
now for Dennisley.
There are a few waiting for it.
Brings it across to Sake.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
No advantage played, and he's played it quickly.
He's had a go!
Rodrigo with a turn and shot, and not going to be able to keep that in. And there'll be a Dennisley corner. Quick free kick by Recep. Almost catches us out, but Kazdan is on top of Rodrigo there. Good defending. Sati will take it.
And that has been cleared.
Away. Orgil.
Driving on now, what can they conjure from here?
All the way across to Mert.
Battles to win it
He
back.
loses out. My namesake has barely touched the ball in this match, to be honest. Here is Bergdish. To Ojai. Back to Bergdish. And he's overhit the pass. And picked up by Canteros. That's a poor pass though, and Dennis they have it back.
He's had a look.
Rodallega battles hard and Hasdan just about gets to it.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Scarione, and now here comes Mert. He's given that away again. And here comes Dennis with Rodallega. Olcay to Aysati.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And a foul.
That's a foul
yes,
by
the referee's given it.
Olcay won't take this one quickly. In fact, Rodallega will take it himself.
Oh, good stop, Anthony.
Okay, I heard it hit something. I assume the keeper said that.
The position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Here is Mert now for us. To Mokhtar
forward.
Sakumaro heads it away. Aysati to Recep. Mustafa to Begdish.
Shahan.
Now Olcay.
Ball's out on the left now.
Rodallega turns and finds Olcay.
Driving on, he could shoot here.
Rodallega to Recep, and the shot is blocked, and we'll have. Well, Dennis they will have a corner. Here it comes.
And it's
hoisted
clear.
Away. Begdish heads it back in there. And they managed to tackle. I think that was Saki.
The wrong outcome.
At the very least, put him off from his shot. I think I have blocked it, and it's a corner. Aysati will take.
And it's been taken short.
He's played it short to Lopez. He wasn't wise to that.
Of the desperate variety. He's not played the ball.
Foul.
That's a foul.
Has that gone against me? I think it has. Yeah, me on Aysati, I think. So I tried to make that pass first time. Sakumaro takes. And that's half time. No more at the break.
Have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times.
And it looks like it's going to stay that way, to be honest. Not too many good chances. Rodallega's a bit of a threat for Dennis as well.
But the score here still 0-0.
Okay, straight to the second half. Orgil to
Here we go
Pesdan.
again.
Well, that first 45 minutes
sends it
didn't
long,
deliver as we
headed
hoped.
away.
Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more
It's
magical.
a back from me. And that eventually reaches Pinto. And a chance for me, maybe. And almost my first goal for the club.
The keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper
I think that's at
just
least
received an A+ grade.
maybe my first shot on target. Pinto with a pass. I find myself in a good position and forcing a good save by the goalkeeper.
So now we're going to get those changes
I
we have been
for
expecting.
Orgil, front.
Strong punch.
Goalkeeper Koljan punches out the corner. Here is Canteros. Cross is blocked. Comes to Pinto.
Here comes another
cross. Flicked on.
Has a
Great
hit.
shot here. It was Mert actually with the volley, but it was blocked. Scarione had flicked on my cross. Good start, but to the second half by us.
Going through.
Here is
Good
Rodallega, good
challenge. He
tackle.
just stood firm.
Mokhtar.
Good run. Ultimately
He was
thwarted by
long.
an astute piece of defending.
Not a very
Crowd
good one
appreciates
though.
good football all round there.
Here is Olcay. Begdish.
Shahan.
Okay. Back to Bergdish. Recep, Bergdish. Okay, looking for a cross. Back to Bergdish. Now Recep to Aysati. Sake plays a good 1-2. And here's Recep. Sake. Rodallega takes it off Mukayama in the box. Just forced out wide though.
Gorgeous control there.
Gets in the cross. Has down, hits it away.
Last ditch defending, but that'll
Sadaev
do.
loses out, but eventually does win it back for us. We lose it again to Rodallega. We win it back.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Kitsu goes long.
Battles to win it
away
back.
by Sapinaro. Loose ball picked up by Kantaros. Fati
Forward
goes
it
long.
goes.
Header away again.
And it's hoisted clear.
It's a poor pass by Fati to give it back to Denizli Sport. Bergdish now.
Shahan.
To Aysati. Cross to Lopez. Now Barrow, who's barely touched the ball in the second half. Now it's Recep. Lopez now on the right. Tried to block the cross, it's flicked on by Rodallega.
Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
They're trying, man. Okay, plays it short to Kitsu.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
The ball
That's just very well played. He
Fati
can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
goes long. Header away. Recep's header to Bergdish.
Dashing forward at pace.
Gets it back from Recep. Looks for Barrow on the right, but Pinto should get there first. He does.
And he's there to clear it.
And there's space for me to bring it forward. I'll play that one through nicely for Scarione. Sadaev back to him, but can't hold on to the ball.
Now
and
jumps the break.
Here is Rodallega. Well cut out, pass down.
Hoists it forward.
Goes long.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their
can
passing game going
Sadaev
again,
with a
but
through ball,
not with that
quite.
lack of quality.
I knew that was a risky pass when I played it, but worth a risk, I think. Here is Sake.
Nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Finds Rodallega. Here's Barrow.
Towards the flank. Oh, great ball!
Back to Rodallega. Lopez
nice
does me there. Gets in the cross, headed away.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking
Comes
for.
out to Sake. Aysati gets it back from Recep. And that pass is cut out by Fati. Kantaros back to Pinto. Pinto goes long.
Someone up front. Oh, well played, he saw that coming.
Headed to Lopez. Here is Sapinaru to Recep. Aysati to Bergdish. In the middle for Recep. Good tackle though by Scarione. Played forward. It's a good ball for Sadaev, who's kept the ball. Out wide to Mertz.
It's wrestled off the ball.
He gets fouled.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Aysati, I think. Gives that away. Scarione with a free kick. It's a poor delivery.
Should be the keepers.
And it'll be easy for the goalkeeper, Stakoviak. Drop kick. Pazdan wins it. It's come to Rodallega. Good tackle though. Here is Pinto. Straight to the long ball. Aimless. Denizli win it back. Rodallega to Olcay.
Out to the right. Well,
Goes
into
for
the
the
second
switch,
half,
but
and still there's nothing
not
between
really a
them.
good decision there. Okay, Korcan short.
And it's
Kits
played
you
forward.
long.
Managed to
Header
get it
one,
away.
but it's as far as Fatih.
Forward it
Kits you.
goes.
Header away.
He just
by
whacks it
Sapumaru.
away.
And that will go out for a
It
corner.
is.
This might be a chance for us. And
Knocks
it's
it
gone to the
away.
back post. Oh, I thought someone would have been there. Tried to. Well, I've done enough to put Rodallega off there. Here is Scarione, who goes back to Pazdan.
Tries to get it forward
His long
quickly.
ball headed away. Oh, a risky pass by Sake. He got away with that there. Here he is again. Sate with a long ball, easily cut out by Pinto. Here's Canteros, Scarione to me. Tried to go for a return pass, but then is this one able to cut it out.
Just brushed off the ball there.
I've done well to win
Hoists
it
it
back.
forward.
It's Canteros. Sadaev's pass overhit, but it's fine.
And it's
Fatih
played
get
forward. Last ditch
Sake
defending,
gets
but
the
that'll
header
do.
above me. Canteros now to Pinto, who
Forward
goes
it
long.
goes.
Header away.
Knocks it away.
Put it on Pinto. Scarione. Canteros goes
Tries to
long.
get it forward quickly.
Sadaev's header. Can hopefully pick this up.
Back into the middle.
And I've given that away. Damn it. I didn't think I'd be able to keep that in, to be honest.
Shahan.
Olcay brings it forward.
Crosses
Able
it
to
in.
cross. Pazdan
He's there
with
to
a
hoof
heroic
it away.
clearance.
Who's ball?
Ooh.
Who's going to get there?
Confusion there, and Canteros picks it up for us.
Hoists it forward.
Pinto
Well, that's
was
where he
long.
wants it.
Sadaev with a flick, but straight to a green and black shirt. Here is Begdish to Recep. Switches it to Lopez. Here is Sake.
And it's played forward.
Finds Barrow.
And help's available out wide.
Early cross. Pazdan heads it away.
Defence can get it clear.
And I'll bring it forward and once again give it
Plays
away.
it out to the flank.
A poor pass. Here comes Lopez. Barrow.
So who's he picking out?
And I make the tackle.
Oh, he's caught him in
The referee's
or
given
out.
a free kick.
No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, damn right it was outside the
There
box.
could be trouble here.
What offence?
For now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
What did I do here? That's as clean a tackle as they come. If anything, he's fouled me afterwards. It's a disgraceful decision. And Denizli will now have a free kick in a very dangerous area. Rodallega takes, and the header is straight at Korcan in the end, so fortunately it doesn't lead to a goal. Korcan throws it to Pinto,
Looks to bypass the
straight
midfield.
for a long ball, which is given away and might be able to nick the ball here, not this time. Sapumaru now to Aysati.
Pass needed to be better than that, and
Good interception
he knows
by
it.
Met, but Aysati has it back.
Forward it goes.
It was long.
He's got
Rodallega with a speculative
that
effort.
was extravagant by any standard.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Pinto was
it
long, headed down. Here is Canteros. I'll give it back to him. It's another
He's
great
through the
1-2.
mid, going
Great
for
chance for
goal!
Sadaev. And it's saved by the goalkeeper Stakoviak. That was a really good chance to win it there. Well, there's still time left, but it'll give us the lead. Potentially win it.
75 minutes on the clock now.
Sake to Recep. Not really putting much pressure on anyone. We'll try and start that trend. Here is Barrow.
Decent ball.
Cross, cleared away.
Well, to be honest, I think
Up
they're
done
all
by
showing no
Canteros.
substance. Where's the final product?
No foul, of course, but my one was. Here is Sake.
Played back in.
Oh, forced to play it quickly to Rodallega, does well to turn. Korjan makes the save, and
stop from the keeper.
I was
Well,
worried
you can't ask for
for
much more
certain
than
there.
that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Got Muscles Pazdan, it gets his shot away, but Korjan is well positioned to make that save. Very happy with himself there. Okay, corners. Please don't be marking Rodallega. There's Tati with a corner, and once again I've got up to head it away. Sake to Bergdish. Here is Oljai. Pass though is given away. Met with the interception.
Look, this could
Best
still go
clearance by
either way.
Oljai,
It might be flowing one way,
Fatih's
but there's
managed to
still
win
time
it.
for some ebb.
Sadaev. Yeah. If I'd have anticipated that, I might have got to it, but
Looks to clip it forward.
unlucky. Rodallega with a great chance, and Korjan with a save. We're still alive with Deniz Dispor, who are putting a lot of pressure on us recently. Here is Bergdish. Sati. Bergdish to Recep. Pass cut out by Kanteros.
Out.
And will be a Denizli throw.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Played into the middle.
Comes across, Pazdan heads it away.
All loose, who's getting
passes
there?
ball and has come back to Denizli. Sake out to Lopez. Tried to win the ball back and almost did there. Barrow back to Lopez. Is he not offside?
Oh,
No.
really good feet from him.
Tried to put him
Into
off.
the area.
The cross is cleared by
That is
someone.
good defending. It's been repelled.
Here is Aysati.
Hoists it
It
high.
was long
Looking for space out wide.
and a poor touch by
Concentration levels are very good, and so
that
is the
was,
commitment.
and
This
we'll have a
game
goal kick.
could yet yield a winner.
Korjan short to Kitsu. Goes long.
Drives it towards the front.
Header away by Sapunaru.
Look, this can still
got
go
it
either
back.
way. It might be flowing one
Pinto
way, but there's
chooses
still
to keep
time
it
for
in.
some ebb.
And didn't want to take that first touch. I wanted to do a first time pass. The game would not let me. So another turnover by myself.
Shahan.
Oljai
As
finds
scoreless games
Rodallega.
go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer,
Here's
because it's
Recep.
had... Tries a
Finds
shot!
Barrow off the post, and honestly that was a
Look,
bit
this
on
can
me.
still go
I let
either
my
way.
man
It
go.
might be flowing one way, but there's still
And
time for some ebb.
fortunately we get away with that.
Oh, good interception. Almost nothing left on the clock
Here is
here.
Mustafa.
So after 3
Are we
defeats in
gonna
a
get
row,
our first
just a
point
few
of the season
moments
here?
separate them now from long overdue victory. Kings it out wide.
Here is Lopez to Barrow.
A chance to play it in.
Lopez, my tackle, but it's a
That's
corner.
a corner. Yes, it is. So, time for changes
I think
on
that's
both sides,
Zeki
actually.
Yavrum, maybe, or for
Two
Lopez. I'm not
changes
sure.
being made right now.
Ilhan, I think, Parlak and Sak have come on. First time
And
we're
the
seeing
shot!
Sak. And that was a chance for Sake. Didn't quite see who came off. I think it was Scarione and Pinto. Sake's effort is charged down by Kanteros, and will be a corner. We just double check. Scarione replaced by, I think that's Ilhan Parlak. Yes, Ilhan Parlak. And the guy who's just come on, who we're seeing for the first time, the left back, Sak. It's Mehmet Sak. He's actually Turkish. I thought it was just like a like a Central European name or something. Okay, Mehmet is on. Cool. Now back to defending for our lives. Aysati will take.
Knocks it away.
Header away, I think that was Ilhan. Check. Sack is number 4. Okay. Ojai's cross. Rodriguez header.
Delivery.
Goes wide.
I have to commend the wing play,
That
but I have
really
to condemn the
should have been a goal
defending.
there.
They've got to stop the cross.
Just wide of a post in the end. Right, Koljan short to Mehmet.
Tries to get it
He
forward
goes
quickly.
long, it's easily cut out by Mustafa. Here is Sapunaru
To the last
Aysati.
5 minutes.
Bergdish to Ojai.
Shahan. Good run down the
Need to
left.
bring it
What can they
forward.
make of it? Oh, that's neat.
Don't let him cross it.
Needs a quality cross.
Goes back to Bergdish.
Nicely controlled.
Ojai
Tries to get some whip on
goes
it.
for the low cross, but it's comfortable
You
for
wonder
Ojai.
if that's it now, but
tries
there
to
may
throw
be
it to
one
me,
more
but he's
opportunity,
throwing
Peter,
it
for a
straight to them.
late steal here.
Here is Barrow. Sake. Oh, so risky. Pazdan will pass it out. Fati, Sadaev, poor pass. Sake. Pazdan to
Untidy
me.
challenge. Free kick given.
And there's a free kick
Well,
somewhere.
you might think he got off lightly. It
Okay,
is
it's
just
against
a verbal
Denizli.
warning.
Estepinian has got himself a yellow card for his foul on Pazdan. It's a late challenge. See, there's been yellow cards given for much less than that. But we'll take the free kick and an opportunity to waste some time. Korjan goes
Keeper's
long.
got good distance on that.
It's going to run through all the way back and Denizli get it away.
Hoists it forward.
Bergdish to Ojai. Back to Bergdish. He goes long. Gets straight to Mokeabro. Comfortably dealt with there. Kanteros. Pazdan. Back to Kanteros. Pings it out to Kitsu. Mokeabro
Looking to
goes
hit the
long.
front line. And it's been intercepted.
Has a one
And that will
by
come to
Denizli.
nothing.
Aysati to Bergdish. Sakunaru, Mustafa.
Has he found his man?
Goes long, Pazdan's
They
header
seem
away.
to have lost their sense of
Kitsu almost
direction.
loses it,
It
but
should
get
be
it
higher
back.
up the pitch.
Here's Ilhan.
2 minutes to be
Pazdan.
added on. And it's played forward.
Goes long. Ooh. Might be able to get onto this.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
And
Gets
they
the
do.
better of his man.
Is this going to be it?
He's
A
had a
great
shot.
chance. And
Another
Ilhan's shot is
chance.
blocked. He has it again. It's saved.
Oh,
And that was so close to a
brilliantly.
last-minute winner
Oh,
for
that's a
us.
sparkling save.
Brilliant work by
Absolutely
me
sparkling.
to
His
bring it
reflexes
forward.
were ultra
And I
sharp.
put it on a plate for Ilhan Parlak. His shot was going wide before it came off Bergdish. And his rebound is saved by Stakoviak. We may still win it from this corner. It doesn't look like many people are forward. I think it's Kanteros who's on it. It's headed away though. Here's Ilhan.
He's there to receive it.
I'm gonna go for it. And it's straight at the goalkeeper. It looks like that may
Forward
be
it
it.
goes. Chance
Please
to
don't
break.
let Denizli have one more attack.
Shahan. This is promising.
Oh my god, okay. The tackle comes in. Mehmet with the long
And
ball.
the referee brings it to a
And there it
close.
is. The
And
first
stalemate.
point of the
One,
season.
if not for
It's a
fans,
0-0
then
draw
perhaps for
away at
coaches,
Denizli Sport.
satisfied by organisation and solidity.
And I'll take it, you know.
Cutting edge at either
Take
end.
it.
And it finishes.
It was
0-0.
very close to being a
look back
win
on the
right
game
at the
then,
end.
Jim.
Yeah, this looked the most
Ilhan
likely outcome,
Parlak's
but we've
effort
had a good variety in this game, despite
It was
it being
saved by the goalkeeper
anticlimactic.
after some good work by me. And those stats
So
looking
just
a lot
time
more
for me to
healthy
say
for
thanks
us.
to Jim for
True,
his
Dennis
wisdom.
Lisboa still had a lot
To
more
wish you all
shots,
a very good evening.
but we played a lot better this time. 5.5 rating for myself. Not the worst on the team. Sake, man of the match for Dennis Lisboa. Korjan also doing really well in goal for us. Saponaro solid at the back as well. So we've got ourselves a point. A lot of draws around the league. Trabzon and Başakşehir, Malatya and Fener. Galatasaray didn't draw, though they beat Kayserispor. Konyaspor also picked up a point against Alanyaspor. So we're tied on 1 point apiece now. Okay, and another short break before our next match. So we take on Kasımpaşa and Sivasspor in the next episode. Okay, so Kasımpaşa in 13th. Sivasspor doing really well so far in 4th. But for now, that is going to do it for episode 3 of PES 2020 Become a Legend. We got our first point against Denizlispor after a disappointing defeat against Trabzon. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. If you did, please check out my Discord and my other social media links in the description. If you want to see when I go live and when I schedule my streams, if you want to catch anything else, but otherwise I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.